And that's it. We made it to the end of the line, the end of the season. This is Be Afraid of the Dark, a retrospective on season 1 of Supernatural. We are going to play some games.
Have some fun.
We are going to rank some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about our feelings, specifically about Supernatural.
I didn't know we were signing up to talk about our feelings.
Darn it. This is Be Afraid of the Dark. All right, here we are.
It. I can't believe we did it.
The road so far, and then I just spatter in a bunch of clips. I'm not actually going to do that.
I'm not allowed to sing the
That's
theme
right.
song.
Yeah, they'll get us for that. I have a different journal today because there's different information I have to...
it's new stuff this time.
I have to talk about. My old journal is down on this shelf, so if I have to reference it, I have that. Yeah, we're here. We're talking about Supernatural.
I mean, how do you feel?
I feel really good. Supernatural season 1.
Great season of television.
Hot take, might be perfect.
I don't think that's a hot take at all. I think that's a registered and well-evaluated take.
Look, there are 2 episodes in this that I don't love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a few that are, maybe there's more than 2 that I don't love. There's only 2 that I would argue are not as good as a lot of the others.
No tea, no shade, Bugs. I still love you.
Bugs is really the one. Wendigo, I do have a soft spot for, but is not my favorite thing.
Wendigo, get behind me.
I know. You will defend it to your last breath.
It's a great episode.
Cool. So we're here. I don't exactly know how we want to structure this whole conversation. I think we should just start with real quick, just overall revisiting this after many years. Does it hold up? Is it just nostalgia? Like what are we feeling? I mean, just nostalgia is obviously not just nostalgia.
Yeah.
But how do you feel? Like what? Because this nostalgia hit me hard.
This nostalgia hit us in a way that I think we were not fully prepared for.
I bought this jacket recently because of this. I saw it at a thrift store and was like, wait.
And we were like, that's so Dean-coded.
It's so Dean-coded, and I got it.
And
I've been looking for Sam's Carhartt, a lot. I've been looking for Sam's Carhartt.
It's becoming a problem. But I bought a Supernatural sticker for my water bottle. Thing I have not done since high school.
Everyone we talk to, we're like, you guys started Supernatural yet?
You guys watch Supernatural yet?
We've become
and they're like, do not ask me to start a 15-season TV show.
To people's existences. I always do the soft pitch on it. I'm always like, no, just watch the first 5. You get a complete story. You'll be all good, knowing full well they'll get invested and keep going. That's how you get your friends,
it's
kids.
Being devious.
You downplay the commitment a little bit.
No, it's fine. That's what he did to me when I started The Walking Dead. And
it's true.
Fully knowing that I'd be like, well, now I got to see what happens.
It's very true.
How they get you.
All right. So, Sam and Dean are our good friends.
My best friends.
We love them.
Yeah.
Again, I said this, but I genuinely feel that Supernatural season 1 is like one of the great seasons of television.
I agree.
I think it has one of the greatest pilots for TV ever made.
Agree.
I think it is one of the most endlessly quotable shows on TV.
Agree.
Now, I think the quotability really comes into play as the show progresses, but you can feel all of it here.
Yes.
Like you can really sense the writer's desire to make things iconic.
Yes.
Which I think is important when you're doing television.
The foundation is being laid.
Yeah, for sure. And it's got everything that Supernatural will grow into for its peak. It's got goo, it's got goop, it's got scary, it's got gunk for sure.
You can't forget about the gunk.
You can't forget about the gunk. It's got a sick ass muscle car, like
blood splatters,
weapons,
cool jackets, good hair,
really cool jackets,
hot men.
It really does have very hot men.
Have emotions and cry.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I think when we were saying like, is it just nostalgia? And I don't think it is just nostalgia, and I don't think it ever was just nostalgia.
No.
Because I don't think if you think about it, if you really think about it in the real time of season 1, no one's nostalgic for this yet. It's happening. And they still managed to have this really compelling story.
Yeah.
People are like, yeah, let's renew this. Let's give this 5 seasons. We need to see how this ends up. So
no, totally. I fully agree. I think Supernatural as a show came out, it had a lot going for it and a lot going against it at the time, right? Like I think it came out right at the right time when it needed to fill some voids of things that were going off the air, but also it just scratched a different itch. It had a bit of a harder edge. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like this show, Supernatural's gross sometimes.
Oh yeah,
skin is gross.
It is a grody episode.
Yeah,
and we could make the argument that maybe later on it loses its teeth so much, but
yeah, but it's still got gunk. It still has people blowing up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can't wait for all those witch episodes. Those are going to be nasty, disgusting.
I know. It's exciting. So this, the flow of the season really works for me. There's never a stretch where I'm like, okay, get to it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I do think it does have, like, the pilot is the best of the first batch, and then you have to get through like 3 or 4 more episodes, and then it really finds its groove. But those 3 or 4 episodes all have great character stuff in them.
Yeah.
You know, Wendigo, Phantom Traveler, Bloody Mary specifically, you know, we get really good classic episodes of Supernatural. Bloody Mary, I would hold up as one of the scariest episodes of the show.
Hard agree.
So they're right out the gate doing stuff really right, and I think that is just a fascinating
it's kind of
thing,
insane that they almost seem to recognize without really acknowledging it that they're an instant classic.
Yes.
And which is again part of kind of the baked in, I guess, ethos of the show of everything is classic. There's no new stories. There's just stories being retold in this very like beautiful way of like Sam and Dean are almost like men out of time, regardless of the time period they're in.
Yeah,
like they're literally like lone cowboys, like roaming the country to hunt down somebody.
And I mean, we've talked about that a lot over the course of the season of the thesis statement of the show, which is like put two you know. Not prototype, but 2 heroes on the road.
Archetypal.
Not even archetypal necessarily, but like, yes, let's go archetypal. That's probably the right word. Archetypal heroes on the road and tackle the American folklore. You know, the American folklore is the important part.
Americana.
Yeah, exactly. Americana. And then challenge all of those ideas. Challenge the notion of a hero. Challenge a notion of the chosen one, which is much more later seasons. But, you know, take the big brother, little brother thing, really tackle that. And I think they do it brilliantly. And I think the best observation we've had over the course of the season is very likely your observation and the thing that you've said about, you know, this show starts and these are, you're not watching, however you put it, I'm going to butcher it.
It was, you're not watching like characters who are going to become your favorite character. You're watching characters that are already your favorite character.
Immediately you empathize with these two. Immediately you like these two. I think this is aged phenomenally. I think it's genuinely a great season of TV.
Hard agree.
You know, and you know, is there anything that has changed for you of characters you've viewed different? I view John much harsher now.
Yes.
Than I did when I was younger.
Agree.
Because younger, I was just like, that's the cool guy they've talked about the whole time.
John. And you know, when I was younger, I think I would like be like, now why is he talking to my boy Stan that way? And now that I'm older, and I'm like,
you're like, I'll kill that man.
Oh, when I catch you, John Winchester, when I catch you, motherfucker.
And don't get me wrong, like, it's not that I don't have sympathy for John. I have actually a lot of sympathy for. I think John is a great character.
He is and like. We would not be talking about this show still if these weren't phenomenal characters from the get-go.
Yeah, and like that is really the truth of it is, and I think that's the truth of any TV show that runs as long as, because look, Supernatural is not unique in that it has gone on for so long or went on for so long. Now it broke records in the U.S. for being like the longest fantasy show. It really has staying power and continues to have staying power 5 years after.
They're still having conventions where thousands of people show up to see the same couple of actors. Like
totally, and so I think this show does a lot right. It gets a lot of love, it gets a lot of hate, but what it does well, it does incredibly.
Yeah,
you know, I think you can't have a show like this. You can't have any TV show like this, but you can't have a show like this unless your characters are really damn compelling.
Yeah.
And Sam and Dean are, we've talked about this a bunch, one of the best duos in television, but also two of the best characters in television. I mean, I think specifically Dean, but that's mostly because as the show progresses, he gets more storylines.
He gets more.
Specifically in the back half. Now, that being said, I think Sam's is the best in terms of like overarching arc over multiple seasons. In that first 5, I think he really just nails it. I mean, this show is so good that when it introduced arguably its most popular character in season 4.
Yeah.
Like unbelievable ability to understand what this world needs to keep going and continue to be interesting.
100%.
I think it's fascinating. I'm so excited to continue on this road.
I'm very excited for season 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But like I was asking, we tangent there, but like, is there anything that has changed for you, your perception, things you liked or disliked more, stuff like that?
Like you said, just still being more like I genuinely dislike John now in a way I did not in the past, but also like really being able to kind of it's a funny thing when like your first couple of TV shows, when you're like a teenager and you're starting to watch more shows, you're like, don't know what that reference is, but okay. And it was really fun this time to like, wait, I'm like understanding references that did not make any sense to me before. And like, you know, when I was like 14, I hadn't seen Nightmare on Elm Street. I didn't know that Bloody Mary was doing a reference. And then, you know, it's really fun to come back to Baby's first horror show as kind of a more seasoned horror fan.
As the freak that's walking through the media stores going like, oh, this is Pathogen. This is that random horror movie that 800 people have seen.
Yeah.
You know,
this is AGFA, guys.
That's who you and I are
I found
now.
a Vinegar Syndrome copy. You know.
To people who have seen Mausoleum, look that movie up.
Look that movie up. That poster's great.
It's an insane movie.
But, you know, it's really fun to be able to come back to that as a more seasoned fan and be like, I'm enjoying the things that I enjoyed then. I'm seeing them for the building blocks of like, I don't think it's dramatic to say that Supernatural made either of us the person we are today.
Oh, no. This show's, this is among, I don't even know if Supernatural, like, in the grand scheme of television, if it is in my, like, top 5 favorites ever, it is in my top 5 favorite television shows that have influenced me deeply.
100%.
Like the things I write, have written in the past, like scripts and stuff I've written. Like I went back and watched the season. I was like, holy shit, there's things in here that I like.
Oh, I'm cribbing.
I didn't like crib, but you could feel the DNA, and I was like, whoa, okay. I'm writing something right now that is very Supernatural coded,
and really is like we said, they're using these kind of broad stroke archetypal Americana backdrops, Americana stories with these two pretty, very well developed, but still very indicative of kind of the what's the word I'm looking for? Again, like their archetype. Like Sam and Dean are archetypal characters that have been molded into this kind of universe, but it's not like a hyper specific, like strange, weird. Like what am I trying to say? They're relatable, you know. They're fighting monsters and sleeping in motel rooms and everything, and you're still like, he's just like me.
But they're worried about family.
Yeah, they're worried about family. They're worried about like looking after each other,
dealing with generational trauma.
So
good stuff. It's kind of a short summation. We could talk a long time about the season as a whole. Anything we're forgetting? Anything we need to just?
I don't think so.
All right, so I think now we are going to do our top 5 favorite episodes of the season. So
I'm excited.
Starting at episode, your 5th favorite episode, I'll let you go first, and we'll kind of go from there.
My 5th favorite is going to be Dead Man's Blood.
Okay.
Because I think it's really fun. We get introduced to vampires, which are one of my favorite recurring villains.
I'm just going to say real quick, it's also my 5th favorite episode.
What the hell?
Go us.
Oh, look at us.
Go us.
We're so cute.
I think Dead Man. Yeah, continue what you were saying. That's
okay. Now I'm really scared we're going to have the exact same rankings.
I doubt it. I very much doubt we're going to have the exact same rankings.
But number 5, Dead Man's Blood. We get introduced to vampires, which are one of my favorite creatures and villains that we get in this show.
Yes.
I think the creature design for vampires in this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The vampire teeth are perfect.
How did you put it? They're like way more. They're not depicted as like hyper wealthy and ethereal beings. They're really like biker bar.
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
very bohemian in a way that you're like is really interesting. It's very controversial because, you know, and I think I mentioned this in the episode too, like vampires are usually like this like metaphor for the elite, kind of sucking the life out of poor people.
But if you make a vampire the American version of that, you know, you change what it is. It's cool.
It's
cool.
very cool. They're transients. It's very cool. That's the word I was looking for, not bohemian. But and then, you know, we get a bunch of great stuff with John.
Yeah.
And a lot of great stuff with their relationship. We have one of my favorite arguments in the whole show when they like pull over and they argue outside and Dean is like, please stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Dean's like,
stop, you're stressing him out.
Yeah. You really start to hate John.
You really, and I'm like, if you ever, when he's like that, because that's the one where he's like, if I wouldn't have given you the car, I thought you were going to ruin it. And you're like,
he's just
I'll
like
kill
picking
you, white
at
devil.
him for no reason.
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Not really. I still love you, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He's the only reason that anyone I think likes John. Yeah. Let's be serious here.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's the best. I think he's a great actor.
But yeah, that's my number 5. Great episode. And we get to see the cult for the first time.
We get to see the cult for the first time.
Huge,
and get awesome lore drops.
Huge, great stuff. Great kill, which will come up later. That's why.
All right.
That's my number 5.
So we have the same number 5. My number 4 is Faith. Is that the same?
No, but wait. No, it's not.
Okay, but it's on your list.
It is.
So we'll talk about it here, and then when we get to usual, Faith. I very much am somebody who loves when religious subject matter is tackled in genre. In Midsummer's one of my favorite movies. It's true.
I didn't know that about you.
I know, it's crazy. And this episode just really deals with like it is the introduction to how quickly Sam dives off of his moral compass the second Dean's in trouble. How much bravado Dean has, how much anger Dean has towards the idea of God.
How self-loathing Dean is.
Yeah, very much so, yeah. And then how much of a scared kid Sam really still is, like it's a desperation the Winchester brothers have to save each other. And that becomes a huge thesis of the whole series.
100%.
And I think in this episode's vibes are just immaculate. Like something about like the tent church and a lot of the extras in it. They have a good banter like when they're walking by the extra and he's like, oh, he's a false. He's not real. And they're like,
keep up the good work, brother.
Like, amen, brother. Keep up the good work. And it's stuff like that where they just
funny.
They layer in so much character for a one-off world and they have really good side characters, really good villain, very tragic like fake out villain too with that pastor.
Yes.
Really good episode.
Yeah.
I think Faith is one of the quintessential Supernatural episodes. I think if you want to show somebody one episode based on the vibes of what Supernatural is, especially in the early seasons, Faith is not a bad one to show them.
Agree.
Anything else to add?
Well, no. I'll get into it when we get to my number for it.
All right.
My number 4 is Skin.
Oh, Skin. Icky.
Which is, again, icky. It's just disgusting. It's a yucky episode. I love how goopy and grimy and gunky it is. And it's not just that he's a disgusting shifter. Like, no Tino shade. Not saying being a shifter is disgusting, but he's melted.
Oh, that
bro
that
is
like
melting like wax,
ripping his own skin off, and his teeth are like popping out.
It's gross, and it doesn't look like he's having fun with it either. So it begs the question. But then he also lives in the sewers. I love the sewer shit. This episode is just so much fun. You get all the fun like fake outs with who people are pretending to be.
Like the first real like action-y episode too.
We get the like arguably one of my favorite cold opens of the entire show.
Oh yeah,
with that banger of a song, Inagata Vita. By the way, I remember the name. But no, it's just, I think it's a perfect episode. I love that it's our first acting for 2 episode.
Yeah.
Which is, again, another crazy mainstay in the show.
Oh, insane mainstay.
But yeah, I think it's just, what else can I say? It's Skin.
That was definitely a runner-up for me. That's one that's burned into my brain. I think it has a great kill with and a great final line, which is like, I'm kind of bummed. How often am I going to go to my own funeral? Well, it's like, oh, the irony of that, Deanie boy. Good stuff. Okay.
What's your number 3, hon?
My number 3 is Hell House. Is that your number 3?
No.
Dude, Hell House, quintessential Supernatural silly episode.
Oh, yeah.
Brought to us. There's a prank war in this episode. There's great jokes.
Ghostfacers.
It's actually pretty scary. And the introduction to the Hellhound LLC guys or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Will eventually be known as the Ghostfacers.
Ghostfacers.
And we're so excited to get Ghostfacers will get its own dedicated episode.
Oh yeah.
Like a hundo P, that one's getting its own.
It formed me into the found footage lover I am today.
Yeah. Hell House is awesome. I was gleeful to get back to that episode because I had forgotten a lot of it, but I remembered like the broad strokes.
Yes.
And so getting just the surprise of them being in it so early, the Ghostfacers and just the willingness for Supernatural to be dorky and nerdy and fun after such a heavy episode was really smart and just a great time. I love Hell House.
How come Santa Claus doesn't hook me up every year? Because you're a bad person.
Because you're a bad person. Anyway, yeah, it's so good.
Also, it's a hometown episode, which I have a soft spot for.
Oh, yeah, that is very true. That we had a comment on a TikTok where like I can't remember what episode they were talking about. Phantom Traveler.
Yeah, and how it was super close to that was like their airport.
Yeah, well they were like, well then it takes place all at the airport, which is like 45 minutes from it or something. Yeah. They were joking about how it wasn't really about them, and I was like, that's how we felt about
Hell House.
Hell House being in Collin County or whatever.
Yeah, Richardson.
No, it's Collin.
It's in. But yeah, we see the Collin County Public Library,
which
but
is
it's
not,
in Richardson, and you're like,
look, there it is, and I was like, baby, it's a sign.
I was like, look, there it is. Me acting like they filmed on location in McKinney, Texas.
But it was fun for us to have like an episode that was so close to where we grew up. So that's my number 3. What is yours?
My number 3 is Faith.
Okay,
so
take it away.
Just everything you said. And again, I love that we kind of get the introduction that Dean is willing, Sam is willing to believe in these higher powers in a way that Dean is not.
Yeah.
And how indicative that is of their personality as a whole. And how much that makes me depressed for what happens later.
Yeah.
So,
good stuff.
yeah.
All right, my number 2?
Number 2.
Scarecrow.
Oh my God, so's mine.
Yeah. Dude, Scarecrow is like,
This
is the other vibes episode you can show people.
It's so perfect.
It has such a good ending. It has such a good character moment. The fight they have in the middle of this episode where they break up. I will leave your ass here, and then he drives off in that shot where it's it's so good.
We get Meg introduced.
We get it's a great plot episode. It's a great character episode. It's everything you want out of television.
It has all the crazy. It is a very Halloween coded episode for allegedly taking place in spring.
It's the idea that takes place in spring is hysterical.
There is not a single episode in Supernatural that is happening on a beach. Okay,
yeah.
No, there are no water creatures to be found here, baby.
I know.
Is just we are in Fall Town, USA. Okay.
I don't know what it was because Scarecrow was like I don't think ever one of my favorites growing up, but something about watching it this time where I was just like, this episode rules.
It just rocks. We watched it as a great pair with Asylum. It just really put us in the mood.
Yeah.
That was kind of towards the middle of August, I think. It really got me ready. I was like, I need to go buy Halloween decor.
And it's a great one too because Asylum comes right before it. So how it lined up for us to watch them was Asylum and this. We had a great series of episodes.
It was great.
All right.
Number one. We know what number 1 is. Let's say it together. Pilot.
Pilot. Okay, good. I was going to say, it's got to be pilot.
Me just pulling out bugs.
Bugs. Wait, what? No.
No, it's the pilot.
The pilot is...
What else can we say?
We've talked about it to death. It is one of the most perfectly executed pilots. They cover so much ground to the point that I know Sam and Dean intimately by the end of it.
Yes.
Not that I'm going to get to know their I know everything about them by the end of the pilot. I know their fears. I know their hopes. I know their dreams. It has one of the things that has scared me the most in my entire life in it. It introduced the world to Supernatural, and also it just so rare that a pilot immediately gets it, immediately understands it, and then is the best of the first couple episodes that you watch. Crazy. The pilot episode of Supernatural is incredible, and it is something that should be studied. I think, I'll talk about this at the end. I have an idea for an episode, but I think we're going to do something with the script for the first episode of Supernatural. We'll maybe do an episode where we've read it or something like that. Because I think it's a great
and we
pilot.
Perform it for everybody.
No, not that. Yeah, we'll get a troupe of actors together and save the theater.
Yeah,
the Muppets. We're doing the Muppets via Supernatural.
Can you imagine?
I'd love it.
A Muppets version of the Supernatural pilot.
Yeah,
I would pay $20 million. I would sell everything that I own.
Yeah,
not even joking.
Great.
All
right. Anything else on the pilot?
No.
Okay. All right. On to what we have promised all season, our March Madness style bracket for the best kill of season 1 of Supernatural. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do a recap real quick of the nominations, and then I will flash our seeding that we made. So from episode 1 pilot, we have Mary's death, the thing that started it all. From episode 2 Wendigo, it is Dean killing the Wendigo. Episode 3, Dead in the Water, it is the fish tank kill, where he drowned in the fish tank. Episode 4...
You mean the sink?
The sink. Yes, the sink, sorry. The fish cleaning sink.
Yes.
Episode 4, Phantom Traveler, it's the small plane kill. Episode 5, Bloody Mary, it is Bloody Mary's death. Episode 6, Skin, it's Dean kills fake Dean. Episode 7, Hookman, it is the cold open hanging kill. It's very scary. Episode 8, Bugs, it is the spider shower.
Hell yeah, it is.
Episode 9, episode 9 is Home, and it is Mary kills the poltergeist or the ghost or whatever it is. Episode 10, Asylum, it is Dean burns the bones, and the doctor dies at the end. Episode 11, Scarecrow, it is Meg's throat slit from the end of that episode. Episode 12, it is Don't Fear the Reaper, Needle Drop, the jogger getting killed. Episode 13, Route 666, it's the cold open ghost road rage kill. Great stunt. Episode 14, Nightmare, it is the window decapitation. Episode 15, The Benders, it is the hunting double stab. It's the one where the guy leaves Sam in the cage. Episode 16, Shadow, it is the cold open shadow kill, a very fun one. Episode 17, Hell House, it is the girl hanging in the basement as the midpoint kill. Episode 18, Something Wicked. It's the Striga's death where Dean shoots it in the head. Episode 19, Provenance. It is the cold open wife found in bed kill. Very, very disturbing. Episode 20, Dead Man's Blood. It's the cult kill, of course. Episode 21, Salvation. It's Meg kills Pastor Jim. And then episode 22, again, there's controversy about this, whether or not this counts as a kill, but we're counting it until they're able to kill demons, like just easily. So it is the Megorcism.
Megsorcism.
Megsorcism. It is the Megsorcism.
Megsorcism.
So there are your nominations. Here on the screen now is our seeding. We have our chart in front of us. So the way when you have a 22 round seed, it's very strange how you have to do it. You have to have
it's a little weird.
A couple things get to skip into the next round. So we just took turns picking. So the things that get skipped the first round, as you can see on the screen, are Mary's death, the Striga death, window decapitation, Bloody Mary melts, Megsorcism, Meg throat slit, Dean kills fake Dean, and then the cult with the vampire. That's the stuff that we thought was worthy to just jump out of the first round.
Yes.
Okay, so starting with our first seed, however college works, I don't know. It is the Wendigo burns versus Pastor Jim dies.
What do you think?
I'm of two minds in that I think the Wendigo burning is better, but it's aged really poorly. However, it does have the stunt where there's the real guy in the suit burning for like a tiny bit of the shot.
Yes.
And then we get the great Dean like flare gun cowboy flip. It's awesome. Pastor Jim's is just way more gruesome.
Yes, it's way spookier, in my opinion.
It is spookier. But it's also plainer. You know, it's like we already have a throat slit on here that I think is better than this one.
To me, what stands out about this kill is more that Meg comes in, lies to him, freaks him out, follows him down into his crazy basement.
Yeah.
Which the concept of your pastor owning a crazy basement full of weapons to kill the supernatural.
Very John
in your
Wickian
church.
in that
Very
way.
Good. Damn, you're right.
Okay, but let me ask you this question. Is it the kill sequence we're talking about, or is it the kill itself? Because it can be different for each one, you know, depending on the impact on what's around it.
To me, it's all about the kill sequence.
Okay. So what are you picking? Wendigo burns or Pastor Jim dies? It's all good either way, whichever one we go with. Because again, we have a throat slit, which is why I'm kind of leaning in a better throat slit in the same season. I'm kind of leaning towards that.
You know what? I'll agree with you.
Wendigo burns. W. I gotta. Do you want a pen?
The WB?
Yeah. Do you want a pen so you can mark it so you can tell easy?
All right. While you are marking that up, we will jump down to our next scene, which is wife found in bed from Providence versus fish sink drowning from Dead in the Water. This is a clear one is scarier than the other, but is the other one more original? And you see the other one.
Yes.
Is where where my debate is coming into play here.
Because the wife getting found in bed, if you don't remember, she's gotten her throat slit by the little girl in the painting.
Yeah, but you don't see it.
You don't see it.
The husband
walks
gets
up
in bed.
and puts his hand in the blood, and then he gets, and then it cuts to the intro, which is spooky. It's very urban legend like, but I actually like the fish sink drowning more. I like him drowning in the sink more, just because I think it's more fun. It's more Final Destination.
It's the way they film it, the water. I'm going with that one. Fish sink kill. So
easy peasy.
Fish. All right, now on to our next first round. It is going to be the small plane crash versus the basement hanging.
Yeah.
This is also very easy for me, so I want to hear your thoughts first.
I think I prefer the plane crash.
See, and I vastly prefer the basement hanging.
Fascinating. Talk me through it.
The plane crash is just aged. Like, it's all of those documentaries crash zooms in it make me
very true.
Laugh more than I'm afraid. Now, there is something scary about the gleefulness, and we talked about that in the episode, but I think for me, it's the basement hanging because there's something about that just feels like fucked up and dark.
True.
So I don't know. Argue for the small plane crash.
I just think the small plane crash is more fun because we get kind of it gives us more plot wise for the episode. I also think it's just creepier, and I have a genuine fear of dying in a plane crash. So the concept of like your little twin engine and you're like getting your buddy back in the air after he was traumatized, and then he just suddenly goes black in the eyes and kills you both.
Yeah.
Outside of Nazareth, wherever they are.
Yeah.
It's just very spooky. I don't know. There's something extra scary to me about that of just like, I don't know. I think I find it scary that it's a little more predestined. Not predestined, but it's a little more like...
Final Destination?
Not Final Destination either. It's...
biblical. I don't know what you're trying to
I guess
say.
biblical. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to argue on this one because I don't really like the hanging in the basement isn't like, oh, it's the best kill ever.
Yeah.
So we'll eliminate that. Move on. Small plane crash advances.
I mean, the plane crashed. It's not advancing.
Oh, darn. Oh, crud. What a joke.
It's a bad joke, but you didn't have to say it.
Yeah, well, I did. All right. So next up is hunting double stab versus Hookman hangs.
This is
frat
easy
dude.
for me.
This is easy.
Hookman.
Hookman. The hunting double stab is fine. It's fun. It's the best kill in the episode.
Yeah.
But the Hookman hangs.
Hookman is just more fun.
Yeah, it's way more fun. It's scarier. It's grosser.
It's spookier. It has the urban legend aspect of it all.
For sure. Yeah. Okay. Next up is Spider Shower versus Ghost Road Rage. Another incredibly easy one for me.
Ghost Road Rage.
Ghost Road Rage.
No tea, no shade to my beloved bugs, but the Ghost Road
Spider
Rage.
Shower's boring. Ghost Rage is like a crazy stunt
It's
for
a
them to have
crazy
put into the
stunt.
season
They
of TV.
used up all of their budget, and they were like, "You guys get
Yeah.
one more crash hits for the finale,
yes.
so don't waste it."
Precisely
You
my
get two-
feelings. Yeah.
Every network television show, you're like, you get 2 car crashes a season.
Yeah.
Don't waste them.
Okay, next up is Dean Burns' Doctor's Bones versus Mary Kills Ghost. I don't know. Neither of these are my favorite.
Neither of these are heavy hitters in any way.
Mary Kills the Ghost is much more emotional, but Dean burning the bones is like more classic, you know? And
Dean burning the bones is something I would argue for just because it's our first time seeing them burn bones and it work. I'm like 80% sure that because they try to burn the bones in Hookman and it doesn't work. And
That's
they have
right.
to,
I think you are right. It's the first time it
I think
actually
it's the first. I think we
succeeds.
made that comment. So to me, that's the winner here.
We're advancing that one. This first round is easy. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm going to flash on. Well, let me make sure I got. Okay, flashing on the screen. What advanced? Where we're at now.
Yes.
So next, the next seating is. You've seen it. I don't have to repeat it. It's on the screen. I'll leave it on the screen for long enough for you to check it out. Okay, next up is Mary's death versus the Wendigo
Mary's
burns.
death.
Let's not even pretend.
Let's not be silly.
Mary's death is the thing that has scared me the most in my life, I think. Genuinely horrifying kill to me.
Oh, yeah.
Actually destroys me. Okay, so Don't Fear the Reaper, killing the jogger versus cold open shadow kill.
To me, it's easy. It's Reaper. Argue with me.
I agree with you. But I do think the cold open shadow kill's like fucking
It's
cool.
so, and I love that the demon, like whatever, what do they call it? I forget what he's called in that. I don't know. I just remember they call him like the demonic pit bulls. But
Yeah.
the things like following her through the streets and like calling her name, and she runs all the way to her
Yeah.
apartment and locks the door, and she
But
thinks
it's that
she's
shot
saving
where
it.
it's like and then it blood.
it's so
Anyway.
classically creepy. But
Don't Fear the Reaper.
Don't Fear the Reaper is like the kill I think about. Even when I wasn't into Supernatural for the time of my life, I would think about that on a regular basis.
I'm not going to disagree. In fact, I agree. Okay. The Striga death versus the fish sink drowning.
This one's a little more difficult for me.
I have a preference towards the Striga death for its emotionality, and I love a good headshot.
Yeah. It gets a great fake out as well, which is fun.
It does get a very good fake out. I agree with that. It's like some unfinished business kill, which is always going to be a plus for me.
Yeah.
This
guy loves unfinished business.
I do. What's your conflict here?
My conflict is that, you know, it's not technically the flashiest of any of them. Like, it's not like we have to burn it and then the blah, blah, blah. To me, it's a very simple, like, we shoot it in the head. But I agree with you that the emotionality is kind of the important part of that. And the fish sink death is cool, but it's not as, like, that's all it's got. You know? So I'll go with you on Striga.
Striga it is. Again, I think there's a lot to it. I mean, he saves Sam. He gets to finish unfinished business. That's also just a really solid episode.
Agree.
Okay, small plane crash versus window decapitation. Another very easy one for me. I want to hear your thoughts.
It's window decapitation.
Window decapitation is so cool.
It's so cool. It's a great blood
a
splatter.
head falls into like a planter box outside a window.
And you don't get to see it. Again, Supernatural used to be like, it would imply a lot more than it now could. Someone commented this too on our Dead in the Water episode, that they were like, do they like kind of straight up show her naked? And I mean, you don't see any of the important bits, but like,
you come real close.
It's kind of crazy. They get away with
crazy.
a lot. So I'm fully on board with window decapitation in terms of like, they straight up showed that guy's head getting chopped off, and it was like you could have tuned into that at 7 p.m. in your house on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's the window decapitation. All right, next up is Cult versus Vampire, the first cult kill of the series versus Hookman Hangs. Incredibly
it's
easy.
the cult, sorry.
The imagery of Hookman hanging the frat guy really works. It's really
perfect.
cool. However, the imagery of the cult and the like weather changing,
it's just so awesome.
it wins. It's cult, the cult kill. Cult v Vampire. Dawn of Justice.
Okay, Dean
All right.
kills fake Dean versus Meg throat slit. What are you thinking?
Oh.
Because they're both like these two are genuinely two of my favorite kills of the season.
They're really good.
Because Meg slitting the guy's throat is like, it opens up this whole new conspiracy that we have going.
The
like,
plot behind that one is much better.
Insane. But Dean killing fake Dean
With the crash into the bookcase, and it's like it
just
feels like a
awesome.
stunt.
It's so fun. It's Dean killing himself, a thing he kind of clearly wants to do. What do you think? Walk me through your thoughts here.
I don't know.
The podcast just ends. Yeah, well, I don't know.
Bye, guys.
Tune in next week. He's got to figure it out.
I am torn here because I do think the throat slit is so gross and violent.
And she like catches it in
a
the
bowl,
cup, and she's like swirling her finger in it. It's yucks.
And it talks to her.
I
wonder what the minutes plan is for Demons and Blood Bowl phone calls.
Yeah, you have to wonder. I wonder. Demon Secretary is kind of a dream job for me.
I want to go. I'm going to go with Dean kills fake Dean. I think
I can agree with
you.
you.
It's a bit
on
more
that.
unique amongst the pack. It's a really fun one. They do fun stuff with it. It's got a good stunt behind it. Now we have the Megsorcism versus Ghost Rage. This one's super easy for me. Megsorcism. The Ghost Rage is a great stunt, but the Megsorcism is like great storytelling.
We get our first exorcism, like true exorcism. Devil's Trap. It's a classic. We're all exorcising somebody at Bobby's house.
And I, this one does count. I'm going to take the controversy out of this one because Meg does die.
Yeah.
So
the body of Meg dies.
Yeah, it's so sad. Yes, you're right. The vessel is so sad. It's so emotional. It's so brutal. The way she like throws her head back and the smoke is like blowing. It's really great.
It's really great.
I am into that one. All right. Dean burns the doctor's bones versus Bloody Mary melts. This is easy for me.
It's Bloody Mary Melts.
It's Bloody Mary Melts. It is so classic. It's it's a great ending to a great folktale episode. So I'm super into that. All right, that is the end of that round. Flashing on the screen what has advanced, what is doing what, and how it is doing. So we're down to our last 4 rounds. So this is essentially the semifinal.
The Hateful Eight.
No, wait, this isn't the semifinal.
No, we got 8. The Hateful Eight.
This is the Hateful Eight. Thank you, baby. Great job. All right, Mary's death versus the Reaper. You're going to be way more conflicted than I am.
I know what the argument is for Mary. I know what it is, but the Reaper kill is my favorite kill of maybe the entire season.
Okay, so here's our issue.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mary has plot.
Yes. Correct.
I think Mary has imagery.
Correct.
I think Mary has scare.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Mary has it's haunted me my entire life.
Hmm.
I think Mary also has that it's a great practical joke that it happened twice in the episode, scared the shit out of me both times.
I'm really regretting that Reaper ever got seated with her to be beat by her in the first place. So
this is how we decided to do it. Look, there's a genuine argument that we should have gone by like ranking these a little bit more because Reaper and Mary's death are probably the 2 best kills of the season. And it's real tough, I know. I'm really going to go to bat for
Honey,
Mary's.
we're going to have to get the coin.
No, we got to talk about this some more. You have to try to convince me.
Okay.
Try to convince me that Don't Fear the Reaper
I need you
wins.
to understand that you remember your rage in the Bloody Mary episode about the song being lost to you.
Yeah.
It is 20 times that emotion for me when I watch this on Netflix.
20 times?
To know that this scene is being currently dubbed over with a Christian country rock anthem
I know.
is causing me genuine anguish in a way I cannot even describe.
And we're doing the work, the grassroots approach to let people know.
Please rent this from the library.
Yeah, rent the library, buy the DVD, buy the Blu-ray, own your media.
You need that. I think the way that it fades in and you begin to realize what's happening is kind of phenomenal.
It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's a
And
great cross-cutting sequence. It's very
I'm
emotional.
not fucking winning this.
It's
I'm not fucking
it's
winning
not
this.
winning that. Here's my thing. Mary's death is genuinely one to this day terrifying to me. We watched this with a friend of ours on
Yes.
our couch, and he was scared of that death. In the year 2025, a man who is not
Okay,
scared of horror
But can I
stuff.
explain to you my fear that if we let Mary win here, she's taking the whole season?
Baby, I'm gonna be so honest with you. Either one of these is probably taking the whole season. There's no look. There's one or two other kills on here that I think really hold up. One on the other side that really holds up. I'm gonna be honest about that. You guess which one.
I'll roll over on Mary.
I
Fine.
don't want you to feel like you lost, but I definitely won.
I mean, I definitely lost.
I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Come on, you do have to admit
Okay,
that.
look, I understand, but to me, it's almost gotten to the point where I've seen Mary's death so many times, it low-key means nothing to me anymore when I watch the episode.
Whoa, careful now.
Not that it means
Dean will
nothing.
burst out of the photo behind
It's
you
not
and
that
yell.
it means nothing. It's because I've watched the pilot so many times, it almost registers as my own thought in my brain.
But it is so iconic.
I know.
And the image of her on the ceiling is genuinely.
I already let you win.
I know, but you're like mad about it. And I don't want you to be angry.
I'm not mad. I think, look, it's a perfect kill and a perfect pilot. I can't say anything else.
Yeah. If that kill was not as deeply effective as it was, I wouldn't believe John's intent.
Okay.
I wouldn't believe the impetus of the season.
It's
I
fair.
care about this deeply.
He cares. God damn it.
All right. Striga death versus the window decapitation.
I'm going to be honest. Neither of these sing to me.
Neither of them sing.
Like, no, I love both of them, but this one's a little like I'm not necessarily lukewarm,
Yeah.
but neither one of these have been my favorite, and I'm struggling to pick one.
In honor of Final Destination, I just have to give it to window decapitation.
You know what? I'll take
Like
it.
the Striga death is
Shout out
better.
Final Destination
the
2.
Striga death is better, but the window decapitation is more original.
Again, we watched that head in silhouette
Yeah.
fall into the planter, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Network
yeah.
television.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when I watched Twin Peaks, and I was like, "You're showing this on network television?
Oh, really? Is it that violent?
It's not that violent, but there are some things in there where you're like, whoa."
Yeah.
Mary's about to clean that window decapitation up, dude.
She's about to- Damn, Mary's death got hands.
And coming to the stage
Yeah.
with a folding chair
Yeah.
is Mary's corpse.
It's Mary's death with the crowbar. Okay, the cult versus vampire. Dean kills fake Dean. This is another.
hard.
Oh, I was gonna say it's easy.
Oh,
You
this
lay
keeps
it out.
happening.
Lay it out.
I think Dean killing his shifter self is like it's one of my, again, I'm biased. These are two of my favorite episodes
Mm-hmm.
of the season, but I liked Skin more than I liked Dead Man's Blood.
Yeah.
But it is the cult, isn't it?
Well, I'm not even going to hard stop on that. I just think the cult has like weight to it, but
I genuinely love that we see the vampire's like soul fly away from him in this really creepy moment.
yeah.
Like the weather changes.
Yeah, like yes, the weather, the like the way it like decays his
Yes.
head is really cool. The shot of John is like so iconic, where
Yes.
he's pulling it's going off.
the way
and
they
bullet.
shoot the cult is like perfect in every way.
Yeah, it's for me. It's that one.
yeah.
It's the cult versus vampire. Megxorcism versus Bloody Mary melts.
This is pretty easy for me.
Dean burns Doctor's bones. What's the?
Yeah, we just pulled that back out.
Yeah. Whoa, he's back. Anyway,
To me, it's the Megxorcism.
it's the Megxorcism. The Megxorcism is really awesome in a way that I don't know that many of the exorcisms work the same after.
Agree.
Especially because it's like right after she like spits up blood and then has this like really tragic scene where they're
There's
like,
a
we
couple-
killed someone.
There's a couple that work really great. Like I can think of at one point when Sam gets possessed at one point.
Yeah.
and,
Oh, there are
like-
other ones that are really great. Don't get me wrong.
But I agree with you that this has a lot more weight.
Yeah, this is the one where you're like, oh, fuck.
I'm like, this is ruining someone's life.
and it's like our
dude.
first real exorcism we
Yeah.
see. So I think it's and the Devil's Trap interest and all that stuff. Okay, so we are at the semifinal.
Final four,
Flashing
baby.
the final four right now. It is Mary's death versus window decapitation, and on the other side, it is cult versus vampire versus Megxorcism.
Yes.
So let's just not even have the discussion.
It's Mary's.
Window decapitation is awesome. Mary's death
it's
is.
actually the window decapitation.
Please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Okay.
No, we're arguing about.
We're having this discussion now on camera.
Okay, cult versus exorcism is a little difficult.
This one's genuinely hard for me because both of these, if it wasn't for Mary's death and it wasn't for Reaper, these could both take best kill for me.
Agree.
I think they're genuinely awesome, and awesome in completely different ways. The Megxorcism is like classic supernatural. Yeah, they're both great in really different ways. You know, the Megxorcism is tragic.
Yes.
Whereas the cult one is like super victorious.
And they're both plot kills.
Yes, they're both exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it come down to like iconic? Because if that's the discussion, it's the cult kill.
Yes.
But is that the discussion?
I don't know that that's necessarily the discussion.
Yeah.
Because you weren't just arguing for Mary that it was iconic. You were arguing about 20,000
From that
things.
point of view, too, the Megxorcism, does it have more plot? The Meg is more of a character than the one-off vampire leader. So, like, that's a point in its... I'm going to start marking tally points.
Because, okay, so the Megxorcism to me also opens itself up to a lot of great character around it. Like you said, it's very victorious for the dead man's blood kill. It's very victorious. You're getting to see the cult in action. It's kind of, it is a vehicle to show off what the cult can do.
The confirmation that it works.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's really cool, but it's more just John saving the boys, which is, you know, it's John who shoots it. Yeah, it's John saving the boys. The Megxorcism to me is really important because we get to see Sam being smart and doing the exorcism. We get Bobby for the first time.
Oh, Bobby.
And again,
my sweet, love you, Bobby.
Love you, Bobby. It introduces us to Bobby. We get Sam being nervous about Dean's rage in the corner. Dean kind of, again, doing his Red Hood like audition. And the way he speaks to Meg, where he's like, I swear to God, I will walk into hell and kill all of you.
His great little monologue.
Meg, like, you're watching him break down Meg. And like you said, and the tragedy of
her dying.
And her, you know, using her last words on this earth to be like, here's what happened.
This was awful.
And her being like, I could feel some of it sometimes. And you're like, ugh.
All right, so I guess we have it.
To me, it's the Megxorcism.
It's the Megxorcism.
We got Mary versus Megxorcism. This is crazy.
And our final round, flashing it, here it is. I don't want to make this anticlimactic.
I knew what was going to happen the moment we did this bracket.
However, the Meg death is not as good as the Mary one. Not to be this guy.
You're killing me.
Sorry to bring this to this season retrospective to a little bit of a Peter.
I could have just turned this over and been like, it's Mary.
I know, but later seasons won't be this intense. It won't be this easy.
Are you sure?
I don't remember.
You're going to be like, well, they showed Mary's death in a flashback, so...
No, that we can't do that. That is a rule. Don't act like I'm going to break the rules.
I'm teasing you.
Look, again, I've said it before. The Mary thing has been one of those like core horror principles for me.
Yes.
It's been one of the things that has scared me the absolute most in my entire life. Even if I forget every other death in Supernatural, there's never a chance I'll forget Mary's death.
All right.
Like it has permeated my consciousness to a degree I can't quite describe. Like the Hereditary mom in the corner thing is so Mary coded to me. Yeah, exactly. So look, the winner of the season has to be Mary's death.
It's Mary. I'm not actually upset about it. I want everyone to know I'm not actually upset about it. It just felt like a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, sorry. Not to make this anticlimactic or nothing, but
they were tuning in.
I know they were tuning in. You're very sweet. You're very sweet to tune in. This is a great testing ground to see if they actually do tune in. We're having decent viewership on the episodes, but we'll see about our end of the season retrospective.
Again, guys.
Please watch, share with your friends.
You guys. If we get enough subscribers, we'll open a Patreon and you can pay for us to get supernatural tattoos.
That is true. That we've talked about.
We've talked about it at length. Think about it.
All right, so that's it. We've decided our best.
We did it.
So we found out that Dean wins the season. We talked about that last time, but Dean winning the season for the kill off. Just what a special season of television.
It's perfect.
It's genuinely a perfect season.
I'm not embarrassed to say it's a perfect season of television.
There's not a ton else to say. Now is the point where we need to talk about going forward.
Yes.
So this may change. We're recording this early enough that this may change depending on how we feel, depending on how much we can get done before the end of the season. But as it stands now, I believe this episode will come out the last Monday of November. And we will be taking December off.
Yeah.
To help with production, keep us from getting burnt out on this. However, we will be releasing episodes.
Yeah.
We will be releasing special episodes. What those will be, we have not necessarily decided. We've talked about a potential like commentary track of the pilot episode. We've talked about doing a movie with one of the cast members, maybe a Jeffrey Dean Morgan movie or a Jensen Ackles movie he made roughly around the same time, or Jared Padalecki.
We actually have one for Jared recorded already, I think.
Yeah. I need to make sure I still have all that.
Oh. We've been doing a lot in unison this episode.
It's fun.
We're really tapping into our Sam and Dean here.
So that thing, something I mentioned earlier is that I have the script for the pilot. So maybe we read the script for the pilot and just take notes and be like, "This is a weird, different change," and we release that as a special
That'd be
episode.
really fun. I'd like that.
So we'll probably try to do 2 in December, take a lot of it off, and then January, the first Monday in January, we will kick off the next season again. This may be subject to change completely. I may, we may realize we want to keep watching Supernatural and start recording in October.
Yeah.
Or record in November, just binge a ton of them and get going on it.
But who's to say?
We just don't want to get burnt out and then stop, but also the algorithm will hate us if we take a whole month off.
You got to feed the almighty algorithm.
Which, no joke.
No.
So we'll see.
Yeah,
but
we'll see how October goes. We'll see, what's going on with us, and
yeah. I knock everything over and I get really mad.
Yeah, we quit.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing. If we're not...
Hey, the network didn't cancel us.
If the network still might cancel us in the off season, Breck, it could happen. We're the network. So watch this, or else we will cancel ourselves.
He actually talks to himself in his network costume at night.
I do,
and it's really scary. So if you guys could just make sure that his network alter ego doesn't cancel us, that would be really great.
It'd be great. Thank you. Anyway, what a genuinely wonderful season.
Yeah.
I'm so happy we're doing this. I'm so happy we've done this, and I'm so excited for season 2.
Very excited.
I
can think of quite a few episodes that I'm like, oh boy.
I love Supernatural.
We're just happy. We're just happy fans eating it up.
So between now and when we see you next, you know what you got to do. You got to get your journal. You got to watch some TV. You got to share this podcast. You know what? You got to hit the road. But remember, you know what's out there. Be afraid of the dark.